Hello, happy Sunday, traders. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to this. It's once a year. I don't know. I have like two anniversary streams, right? One where it was like the first time I ever created content, and that's like in February, and then today, which is like the date I finally broke away and started my own YouTube channel, right? With under my own like brand, like respecting the TA. So that's the day. That's cool. And not much really going on, of course. Liquidity's gone in crypto. Very little movement on the big boys. You got some movement, I guess, on some lesser thans. And apparently BitBoy Crypto's out of BitBoy Crypto or something. So a lot of drama going on there from what I've been hearing. Oh my god, dude. I mean, all we can do is talk about tabloid stuff since there's no price action, right? That's how it goes these days. We're talking about, like, apparently there's a coup going on, and the people that work with Ben Armstrong, they are Benedict Arnolding him or whatever. So apparently there's going to be like more information on what's happening with this coup tomorrow, but it's like Game of Coins. They've got their own game of coins they're dealing with. And yeah, just don't intermingle with foreign entities. This type of stuff doesn't happen really, right? George Washington. Okay. I learned that, right? That's what I learned going to multiple different channels before I had my own independence. It's just ironic that it's the same day of my own independence that his coup's happening. So weird stuff. But Bitcoin, nothing. Still above 25,350, the inflection zone. Still technically making a higher low than the low from June 15th. And below the 200-day moving average, below the old demand line. You're not dead yet, right? You're not, you're not in trouble till 24/7's taken out decidedly with price action, impulse candles. And I think below 24/7 is an easy target for $20,000. That's just not happened, and it may never happen. I'm not trying to predict here. Like, the buyers very well could defend this, and a rally up to 28,800 could occur where there'd be a formal bearish backtest, because that has not happened since the break. I mean, once the sellers took out the remaining demand at 28,800, it was a straight line down. I think news-driven catalyst stuff doesn't matter. There's not been a backtest. So you just, without a back test, there's no confirmation. So that means they might want confirmation just to test before imploding, or testing, and then the test fails, and then the buyers breach 28.8, and then we're back on. Business is good again, right? Remember the most recent discernible events, the highest high of the entire rally. And this, if this was a pivot, it would be the highest low of the entire rally that started at the beginning of the year. January. So still oversold, 26.7. You go to the 3-day, below the 200 simple moving average there as well, unfortunately. Only in the bearish control zone, not oversold, sitting at 34, on the lowest readings you've seen since July of last year. So not really looking too hot on the 3-day, on the oscillators. But again, like, if somehow a miracle happens and the buyers come in, there could be an argument for at least Class C hidden bullish divergence. And you're a long way off. You're reaching, but you can clearly see the level here that has been respected for over a year. So it's being respected for now. Okay. That's the update. I wish there was more to it. Let's look at the weekly, because the weekly candle closes in less than 1 hour. And so unfortunately, right, you never really want this to happen, but Bitcoin on the daily, the 3-day, and the weekly, below all the 200 simple moving averages. Not even one. No, you're below them all, man. Not by much, but still. And the bearish divergence was there. This was identified well before the dump. And if you wanted to talk about a double top, it definitely looks like a confirmation high, right? If you wanted a double top, it is not a confirmed double top until the neckline is broken at $24,800, the bottom of that zone. So RSI is a neutral territory, 45.6. Not really telling you much. Negative momentum is at its highest point since July of last year. And, you know, probably going to build off of that in the coming week, but that's where we are. Okay, 36 minutes till the close. Unfortunately, you're below 28.8. That's the big one. That is the massive, unbelievable inflection point. But still, if you can even believe it, up 70%. 66.6%. Repeating, of course, on the year since the bottom. Okay, so we can look at Ethereum too, right? To do what we do, look at these coins. Sunday, dead market. Ethereum still below 1730. And they're trying to hold on to this 1626 low from June 15th. I hope it holds, man. There's just not much really indicating that it's gonna hold. And historically, you know the price, 1420 is the next target, below 1728, unless the buyers can get the price back up there. And also, right, where there has been no formal bearish backtest of 1728. So that very well could happen before going lower, right? I mean, this might need to happen. Market participants might need to reconfirm the validity of an old area that was once resistance, support needs to be confirmed as resistance before then marking down. So can't really be that surprised. No back tests yet. So I know that's not really like that helpful, but hey, look at the oscillator resetting. As this is very typical. When you get to insanely low levels on the RSI, lowest levels you've seen since June of last year, you get out of oversold territory, and you normally peak out in the 30s, maybe even you can sometimes go to 50, but that's when the next wave down begins after this resets fuel for the next leg down. And then you become oversold again. And then what you're always looking for opportunity for, you know, reversals is this. And it's never changed. It's always been like that. You always want to find divergence looking like this. Like that, man. We don't have that yet. So until we do, might want to temper any sort of expectation you have. But still, nevertheless, right, if you're looking at a trend, you're working on maybe short-term reversing, but overall, a demand line is down at 1420. So, that's the area where you'd probably be looking for maybe taking a chance, but okay, so let's go to the weekly on Ethereum. Yep, still never got to a 38% retrace. Doesn't mean it. Look, something different about Bitcoin and Ethereum is Bitcoin's below its 200-week simple moving average, and here's Ethereum. Second week in a row testing it and trying to stay above it with a close. MACD histogram at its lowest, its highest level of negative momentum since mid-July last year, and then RSI falling very close to the bearish control zone at its lowest reading since beginning of the year or late 2022. So again, think 1365, 1420 is a good level. And you're just below 1728. I would like to see Ethereum get back above 1728 like now, like very soon. But if you want this to resume sooner rather than later. Yeah, we just know what we know. Common retraces, 38% to 61.8. It's not happened yet. Still. Weak market, man. Let's go to BNB. Up 0.8% today. All right, so we're gonna, what happened? What happened last week? It was the lowest weekly candle close since June of 2022. I don't know why that's not there, not visible on the weekly, but 212. May 17th, 2021, that week. Buyers defending for now. One buyer, right? CZ himself is defending it. Now, you know, we've been not looking at the weekly really. We've been honing in on that daily because of that development, or, you know, the bullish divergence. And it's like, how in the world does this collapse really soon when the oscillators look like that? And it made it really tough to draw a conclusion that it would be coming very, very soon. But for now, it's holding up. Looks like you're going to be getting a close above at least that May 2021 low. Did it, man. They did it. I just, you know, of course, right? I mean, like, you look at this, and we were just talking about on Ethereum, what you always want to look for on an asset for exhaustion, seller exhaustion. But here's the thing, just because you're showing divergence and there hasn't been a collapse yet, it is now, you got to wonder, how well will this perform? How well will the divergence that we've identified perform? So far, just enough to stop the sell-off. But just because 212's there, there's also multiple levels, right? 220, 225. And so there's just so much work to be done. I mean, it's just testing those levels as resistance right now. Not really great. The performance so far, not good. Not just garbage right now. So XRP. Still, I mean, fighting really hard. XRP above 51.50 cents. It's making a higher low. It's above all key levels. It's above the 200-day moving average, is what we cannot say for the other big coins. They're all below the 200 moving average. So, and technically in better shape. The trend's your friend. It's higher highs, higher lows until something changes, till new data presents itself. So, I mean, again, you're at a level. So one could just set up a stop loss, 49.5 cents, and let it run. Because, what I mean, that was a massive sell-off, and it only a higher low. What about the weekly? Still above the 200-week moving average for now. Yeah, you just can't be that concerned yet with XRP doing better than the rest. And it is now, though, going to be confirmed in 29 minutes, your first level of negative momentum on the weekly since January 2nd. That's kind of crazy. The whole year, positive momentum until this week. All right, that's what we got so far on the Big Four. I guess what we'll do is, you know, there's one asset, I don't know why it's on my watch list. It was showing a crazy pattern, but then failed, and then, like, all right, whatever, stayed on my watch list. It's TRB. Kind of insane. I mean, just, you want to talk about technicals, here you have it. You got 821, 991 at the bottom of a range. Was garbage, but buyers defended the level. They did. And then another level was defended, like spring back test, and then you're working on your highest daily candle close since April 18th. Dang, man. All right. So you just got to, I mean, a lot of these altcoins are at these lows where it's like, if Bitcoin sneezes down, it's over, dude. They're breaking key supports, and they're going to mark down so hard so fast. But you know what it's like. I mean, assuming what an asset's going to do, it's going to, you know what it's going to do. ESS out of you and me. So, and what are you talking about? I'm talking about something like YFI. I mean, like, right? This is it. Like, you're at a level where, sure, maybe they'll defend. If they don't, it's over. You're going to $3,000 probably. But if they do defend, holy crap, on the weekly, YFI. Like, crazy stuff. Type 2 return. You just don't know, man. Like,
Evening Mitch.
Is it gonna hold
Trying
here?
to learn
My
here.
God.
Would you consider Solana 1 hour that a cup and handle?
What's up, Romaxed? Yeah, dude, we'll look at Solana, sure. Cup with handle, man. I hate cup with handles, man. Not like emotionally hate, just the whole point of a cup with handle. It's like, oh, dude, it's a. You say cup with handle, and then others would be like double top, buying high. Extremely hard to manage risk. Yeah. So we can look at Solana, but you know what I'm saying here? Like, this could be it. You got a local double bottom here. Why not this time on the weekly? And then it's like a quad bottom. This is like where if one really wanted to, they could try to take action. You're at this like really low risk area. It sucks because look at these liquidity grabs, 48.85, 46.38. I mean, talking about when they sell off, it's like goes down 11% below support. This one like went down 20%. I mean, that's stopping everyone out. Everyone's out. And then it rallies. And look where you are. So it is set up for much higher prices, but it's crypto and it's YFI and it's a joke. All cryptos are virtually a joke, man. Like, this doesn't do anything for anyone. But technically, here you are. Buy the book. The Scott Carney Harmonic Trader book. It's right here. In your face. Called The Makings of a Vosity Athlete. Technically. But you just can't really be surprised if it fails because it's, again, YFI. It's a joke. I think there are probably other ones too that are like at supports. I mean, like Crow, right? We were looking this one on Friday. It's like, okay, there's a shark and it completed. Is this a type 2 return? It's like, I don't care. I don't care if it's a type 2 return in this situation because at least YFI is above support. Crow is below support from December 2020. There it is. That's like extremely bad. I mean, like, I don't even know. Like, how does, I mean, but this is the thing. This is like max bidding comes in right here. It's like, okay, like maybe that is the type 2 return after the major liquidity grab. But yeah, when you know what these things are, it just makes it harder to be like TA respected, you know. It's just like, yeah, TA respected when there's liquidity in the markets, when the macros, consecutive higher highs, higher lows. Because at one point, man, like these markets made sense. They were okay. Like, here's Dogecoin. I mean, like at one point, man, it was, hey, dude, like you got like some, I mean, sideways. Look at this, nothing for years, right? Years upon years of nothing burger. Yeah, and then it broke out, and then the trend was like confirmed, I guess, when it was breaking to new highs in January 2021, and then the bull market really began. But my God, man, just I think there were better examples maybe on Ethereum too. About storage, just a random S coin. I mean, yeah, like there were periods of time, right, where, okay, maybe still people are like a little sketched out down here, but there was no doubt when, like, look at the way that the buyers flipped the support resistance, right? This level from 2017 flipped to support. All right, you'd already reversed the trend, and you're now making higher lows. You're showing divergence. I mean, okay, moderate conditions to be thinking about longs, and at this point we're not like in this situation. Look, I mean, below than the lowest highs of the downtrend, then now we're making like, oh, you're making the lower lows, but you see what I'm saying? You're below the inflection point.
Happy Mid-Ray Independence Day.
What's up, Crypto Ghost? Thanks for 1337, man. Appreciate it. Ticker's frozen. It's not. It's not. So again, man, like if we're talking about an asset that's making higher highs, higher lows, there's liquidity, there's market participants. All right, these are just really bad market. These are the worst market conditions ever in the crypto altcoin market history. Not been around long, man. I mean, all that was kind of started the ICO boom of 2017. When you went from just a handful of altcoins to like thousands. And since then, it's never been this bad. Market conditions, right? GRT, one that didn't exist during that. I mean, like, I don't know how you stare at this and you're like, this is great, man. Mama Ivy, oh my God!
Mama Ivy tipped $500. Bro, so crazy, I've been with you for 4 5/5 years very early. Congrats on your success. Much love, Ross, aka Mama Ivy.
Thank you so much, Mama Ivy. Appreciate you spending the Alabama taxpayers' money on contributing to the stream today. Really appreciate that. Are you on vacation? What are you doing? Thank you so much, Mama Ivy, for the ongoing support. You know, I know you are. I appreciate that a lot. And all I can do is promise you I will continue to the best of my ability, without losing my mind with these market conditions, to just show up and do what I can to provide, you know, traditional technical analysis of financial markets, whether it be crypto or stocks or commodities or currencies, whatever it may be. Here's to 5 more years. Broke away. And I think, like, you know, unless you want to work till you're 65, 70 years old, at some point, I'm looking at everyone here watching the stream. I don't care how many people it is. It's like, you're going to have your own Independence Day one day. You got to break away. If you truly want to have that freedom of time, you want to build your own dream, you got to have it. You got to defend Lexington and Concord, munitions depots from the Brits. Then you got to go to war, and then you got to break away. So thank y'all. Wow. But I don't know if you're going to be really happy about what's going on here, right? So you're looking at GRT, and it's like, okay, dude, it's going to double bottom. And it's like, well, it's already broken the old all-time low from 2020. Joke. And now it's like virtually breaking this low here from 2022. I just don't know. It just seems like, okay, you're about to lose 40% of your value based on what happens historically below this level, straight down and up. I mean, distribution, there are less market participants involved every time, you know, and just look how far below the 200-day moving average you are. It's beginning to downslope again. It's just bad, man. And this is just countless coins look like this. What about DOT, dude? Polkadot. I mean, look, it's an M shape completing locally right there, but I mean, look, who's this? I'm not going to try to say, like, dude, I know that this isn't going to hold. Like, it very well could hold. Like, low, then the same low, then look, the same low again. And it's like, oh, it's a double bottom here. But IMO, the 786B point and a lower high on C, you would think eventually, maybe if it does hold, it's going to substantiate into a lower high again than the previous high, and you collapse later. Okay, fine. Delay the inevitable. But dude, it's DOT.
Mooks dipped $25. PNDC on Dex screener. Thank you, Mitch Bondcoin.
Pond coin. Pond coin. We have ocean coin. We have pond coin. Do we have lake coin? Do we have rivulet coin? Many coins that are bodies of water. Wall, as people across the pond would call it. But all right, yeah, sure. Well, I'll give it a shot, man. I'll give it a shot. I'm just looking across the S-Coin market because the weekly candle closes soon, 18 minutes, and I just don't want people to get like false hopium, you know, like, oh, that was hopium. Oh my God, it's pivoting and collapse. And it's like, well, you see what happens in bear markets. Anything that might be doesn't seem as such, and then big impulse candles down. And then look what you're about to do. Look, Algorand working on its lowest weekly candle close ever, at least on the Binance chart. Bearish golden candle last week is going to be confirmed with a follow-through this week. God, man, it's just terrible. When higher high, higher low. So therefore, when it's higher high, higher low consecutively, we can then identify discernible, predictable research patterns, and they'll probably be reliable. And if they are reliable, they will outperform. You don't have that. Don't have it, man. But dude, what about Batcoin, you know? I mean, you got an M shape there. Maybe you're going to type 2. It's just... some great stuff you do. He says, been following you for a while now. Thank you for making great TA content. Blessed hard work pays off. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the channel via merchandise purchase, or we would call it perchandise. Thank you, dude. Save time. Wow, thank y'all for the support. Seriously, because if y'all don't do it, no one will. I get it. Hey, I can't do what, you know, I choose not to do what BitBoy Crypto did, right? I mean, like, he had an actual media packet, like, for, hey, it doesn't matter what S coin it is, if you got the money, and you pay him enough money, he will promote that scam crypto joke to the viewing audience. I don't do that. Never have, never will. So, I mean, we can't all do that stuff because of morals and ethics. But whatever, you know? So it's, crowdsourcing is important. Anyway, so I just, you know, you look at Batcoin, you're like, what's happened on the weekly? It's the lowest high entire downtrend. Maybe it does double bottom here. Maybe just weak, terrible garbage, man. Trend is not your friend at all. But yeah, at near inflection point. Absolutely. But the thing is, when you're looking at inflection point, you haven't even tested it actually, and look like really where another one is, like 10.8 cents. That is so much more downside just to go test another support. A candidate for reversal, 37% downside just to do that. I mean, it's cool though. It's got a working product. It's a browser and it's not like woke, and that's cool. But just because it's a browser, please show me where they have to report quarterly revenue, and let me tell me how they are telling you how they can make you money back by investing in their coin. Based on this chart, they don't. They can't. That's the problem. That's the major conundrum with cryptocurrency, man. No transparency at all. I mean, like, yeah, the ledger's transparent. Great, dude. Look at this, dude. Oh my God. Look at KuCoin. KuCoin about to have its lowest weekly candle close since February of 2021. That's it. It's over. I mean, like, I don't know. I guess the candle high close April 2018. Are you really wanting to take a shot here? This thing just looks like, oh, I'm about to go down $2. I'm about to lose 50+% of my value. It was beautiful how the hidden bearish divergence played out wonderfully. So there was weekly hidden bearish divergence and a head and shoulders, slanted head and shoulders pattern. And guess what? Because you were in a downtrend, it was reliable and then outperformed like crazy, right? Straight up and down and then up. So why not down? That's probable. Highest level negative momentum, you know, in a year. And GG no re is what I'll say to this one. What about KNC? Yeah, I mean, yeah, look, it's like, I guess it confirmed a bottom. Everything's good, but nah, just kidding. Collapsing again, already back to the same price you were June 5th or January. Already coming back down. So weak, man. Now it's like, it's a rectangle. It's range bound, you know, between like 45 cents and 90 cents near the bottom. But wow, normally it's like on the second low. That should be it. It's like confirmed bottom and we're really going to go. But that's just not the case. So very weak performance. Even though it's at a deep retrace, 88% retrace. That's the problem. No liquidity. Look at Theta Coin on the weekly. I mean, it's a beautiful little wedge, isn't it? Beautiful. But, you know, if you break 56 cents, I'm not kidding. Breaking 56 cents, it's like a straight shot down to 32 cents horizontally, right? Just a cool 42% downside. No big deal, man. Not oversold. Negative momentum has just really begun to build again. I wish it could just be like, and yeah, you flip this chart over, you're like, dang, dude, look at this wedge. This thing's going to dump so hard. But no one's buying at all. No one's buying down here. I just like, give me hope, man. Give me some real impulse candles, upward impulse candles, you know?
Hot/USDT please my happy 5th kind sir.
What's up, Nick? Thank you, dude. No, they were at dangerous levels of liquidity. And it's just like, it won't take much to collapse these coins, I think, at this point. But, oh, by the way, we didn't even look. Sorry. Hey, Jonathan, how was your weekend, man? Did you do anything? I went to the beach. Threw the football. Ate some good food. What'd you do?
I like turtles.
Thank you so much, Jonathan, for your input on your weekend. He likes turtles.
DNX/USDT please.
All right, we'll look at DNX. Thanks so much, Anonymous. $15. Yeah, dude, what up? Thank you, man. Slow down. So, I mean, just nothing's changed here at all. Not making a lower low yet. And not really at much of an inflection point. I guess flirting with this September and November 2022 peak. That's what you're doing, holding on. I really do hope, man, that like a higher low gets put in, we start rallying. It could be nuts. What's up? Oh, I didn't even notice. Thank you, dude. Nah, you blame your own. Blame all the central banks for that, dude. I'm sure probably something to do with it. Yeah. Inflation and exchange rates and all that. Yeah. Miles likes turtles too. Well, yeah, man. I mean, turtles are pretty cool. I love turtles, man. He likes turtles. I love turtles. It's like Monero that was going to do it, and then it's like, nah, I'm not going to do it, man. I'm just going to, like, never perform and just starting to get weird now, right? Because you have all the things that you look for, and then that impulse candle, that sign of strength, that should have been it, but you just reverse back to the bottom, and it's like, why now? Why is it happening where you're now, like, confirming distribution? Now it's, like, more neutral. It was looking good. Now it's nope. I'm now more neutral on Monero with the new data presenting itself, which is the one high, the second high about the same high, and both of those are lower than the high we saw at the beginning of the year. And now you're back below the 200-week moving average, but you're still above the key inflection zone. So it's like neutral, more neutral than bullish. You know, I've switched from bullish to neutral on XMR because new data. Okay, that sucks. I guess we'll go to these requests real quick. I mean, the futures are open, you know. S&P 500 futures and all of them. And you're up 0.2% on the new week. Here it is. Here's your weekly, an actual, unironic, insane bearish cipher pattern completed. But, you know, just reacted, and there's no real performance after the reaction. Just a few weeks of down, not a big deal. You just got to wonder if this will ever run to the 886. That would be like a max pain, probably. Everyone already hated the rally, so it going to an 886 Fibna before really reversing, that would get everybody most likely. I think you got a lot of people that are really comfortable with some open short positions, and that will wipe them out. So yeah, that's it. Again, you got all the index funds are just up marginally, 0.1, 0.2% on the new week. So we had a few requests. We'll see here. Solana. Someone wants to look for a cup with handle, man. All right, take it a shot. He wants to look at the hourly candle specifically. Is that what he said? 60-minute, the 1 hour. He wants. Well, here's the thing, dude. I mean, 60-minute. The 60-minute is not really what we're looking for. He's literally probably talking about right here. And that right there, man, is about 2 days of data. Far too little data, too insignificant of a time scale to be trying to identify Bulkowski structures, IMO, and according to Thomas Bulkowski himself, the man, right, who researched and studied all these patterns for years. Normally it's like the daily, you're looking for a couple of handles to develop, and just the things I've learned about, like just identifying a couple of handles is like, dude, they fail so much. And it's just kind of like, what are you doing, man? You're gonna buy a cup with handle? Like, look, man, think about it. It's like cup and then handle. That's, someone be like, that's, everyone's like, this cup with handle. Or is it just really an effing double top in the making? You're buying high, and then normally a lot of times there's like not really support till the, so a lot of times people like going long at the top, being the exit liquidity, and then markdown. It's like, oh, it was a double top. Okay. So one of the worst patterns ever. I mean, like, you're looking for patterns that are, hey man, I can identify this and I know I am inherently buying low. That's a mantra, right? Buy low, sell high. So I wouldn't even look at it the way you're trying to. You can, I just don't even look at the 60-minute, man. Now the daily, there was an unironic bullish Gartley that completed and reversed. And I guess you're okay till you're breaking 1831. That was the year the University of Alabama was established, roll tide. But below the 200-day moving average. You're uptrending though. I mean, in the short term, right? You made a low, then you made a high, same high, then you made a higher low, then a higher high. And if you can somehow, some way make another higher low, you're trending. You're uptrending short term. Now long term, it's awful, man. It's really bad. But I'm just saying, like, above this zone here, you're kind of okay. I don't really see anything right now that looks so exceptional on Solana. I mean, it's better than many others, right? I'll tell you that. I'll tell you, Sol is in a different category than something like Uniswap or Doge or Tezos or VeChain. It's in a different category. It's better technically. Here's Uniswap, right? Now it's like this last level. Buyers defending it for now. This, look, November 2020. That peak is acting as support for now. I sure hope it holds, man. So raw max, I know that might not be pertinent or good information for you, you know, but I just got to be real about pattern recognition, pattern identifications, normally where you want to do it on the daily. Look at this. You know, I'm identifying classic distribution on the daily, where this goes back to November of last year. Now that's a structure. That's a structure, dude. You know, look at a structure. What about DraftKings? This is a structure. Look at that. The beginning of development, May of 2022, and it all came full circle in December 2022, right? So you got almost, what, 7-8 months of development. Everything you could dream of at support. That's what you're looking for. Big, a lot of time. And then all that divergence was insane too. Just crazy, man. Hits the 382 and is already trying to pivot again, getting back above, closing the week back above 27.65. Very nice on DraftKings. Good God, it's gorgeous, man. It's a work of art, really. Okay, let's see. Next one was PNDC on Deck Screener. I don't know why y'all getting me to go to Deck Screener, dude, but give me a sec. Oh, Riptide coin, yeah, more oceanic, hydro related, right? I'm sure there's an aqua coin and Ulmo coin. If you don't know who Ulmo is, well, get wrecked. Pond coin, PNDC, okay. To what though? You know, to wrapped ether. Oh my God, dude, think about like on Deck Screener. Oh, it's the most effed up thing ever. It is literally the casino in Vegas Vacation where you pick a number between 1 and 10 or you play war. PNDC paired to Pepe coin. Unbelievable. Like who is it that is doing that? God. Okay, so I'm just wondering, maybe are you? I'm not going to analyze it until I get an okay at this point. Because I can't. Because half the time I'll do these, I'll go to these weird exchanges, and then someone's like, no, that's not the one, and then I waste all my time analyzing it. So
Roll Tide, easy win this week. 0.00191600 EV.
Oh, thanks for the Wi-Fi, William. Thank you, dude. Roll Tide. Yeah, of course it'll be easy win. Getting ready for Texas in a couple weeks. Thank you, dude. Which we should win that one too. Here you go. I'm waiting. Pawncoin tipper. Come on. Mooks, where you at, dude? Where you at? Moose, I know you're watching, dude. I see you. I literally see you. Stop scratching your shoulder and tell me. This is what happens, man. So, oh, a completed M shape. Didn't quite hit the 886, but maybe the 786. And, oh, is that a type 2 return? It just was such little data. I don't know what you could ask for. I mean, the only way to strategize, have a stop loss below whatever that is. What I does mean, it's like, I'm just going to be like 8731. Okay, how does that even work, dude? Because, look, 8731, and then like this is 1485. How do you even, what in the... How y'all even trading this stuff? I can't even like articulate to you denominations of whatever we're looking at, man. My God. All right, so we have a new week. I don't think Moot cares. I don't think he cares if this is it or not. So we're just gonna go back to Bitcoin and knock out the rest of these requests. And we'll see if Mooks comes back or does anything, man. Sorry, I look pretty rough today, man. I don't know. It was beach day yesterday. So, nothing's changed. All right. Nothing's changed on Bitcoin. It is, let's look at the weekly, how it closed. And it was your lowest weekly candle close on Bitcoin confirmed since June 5th. Not really like a big deal. It's like, okay. Closed lower. So traders have officially settled up lower this past week than the week before, the bearish engulfing candle. So it caught follow through technically. Yikes. Dude, a engulfing candle on Ethereum.
Yay.
What's up, Mooks, man? He said, yeah. Thanks, dude. Well, I'll just tell you, man. Probably stop loss below whatever this is. If you were wanting to long this, you just, okay, we'll just put a stop marginally below this low here because it's already trying to pivot, and that's it. That's it. I mean, you want to talk about cutting your losses tight and trying to be strategic about it? Just that, I guess. What else can you do in that situation? It's almost a lose-lose, dude. But, all right. Thank you, man. I do appreciate it. Over $30. So Ethereum, lowest weekly candle close confirmed since March 6th. Woof. Still above the 200-week moving average, unlike Bitcoin, unlike BNB. So you need a miracle. That's all I'm going to say. I think like a miracle would be market participants run the price to go test 1728 to confirm its validity as resistance again, because that hasn't happened. But instead of the test succeeding and then a reversal occurring at that level, buyers break that level and we get back above 1728. That's the miracle you're looking for. Same with Bitcoin at 28.8. It's hard to trust crypto right now, man. You got to understand liquidity is scarce, and that really does play a role in the functionality of the markets, man. And XRP closed the week above all supports again. Nice. I'm okay with that. Again, you're talking about the big four. I think XRP looks superior in terms of technicals and an asset at a level of inflection, and buyers are defending it. That's, you know, that's good. So Nick wants hot. We got hot. We got pond. We got a hot pond. We got hurricanes upon us. Wait, hurricanes and ponds? Yeah, dude. It's a new thing, man. Give up all your rights. Okay? Give up all your rights. Because if you give up all your rights and you give more money and authority to the government, it'll make the weather better. Okay? Remember that, chat. All right, so hot. It is confirmed, chat. The lowest daily candle close on hot since February 7th of 2021. We got ourselves a good old-fashioned multi-year lows. And very close to a level of all. I don't know why I don't have this gray, because this is so real here. Oof. You're approaching a level where if buyers are not here to defend it, it is bye-bye hot. Look at the historical price action you receive. It's very illiquid, so it's between. What are you at now? You're at 1/10 of 1 penny. Okay, well then you'd be going down to. What is that? 5.2 100ths of a penny or something. That would be the target if buyers cannot defend this level. I mean, maybe, yeah, there's some divergence there. Sure, but okay, divergence and no one's there. You have to understand the trend is so bearish that the divergence may just fail. That is so bad, man. I hope it holds. It could. It could. But you know what's crazy? It's the first formal back test of this level since February of 2021. When it really broke out. I think it tested it for like a day and was gone, right? To the moon. And now you're here. So it's like you're rivaling this swing low from March 2019. God bless. I mean, yeah, triple bullish divergence here. Dude, no one's going to argue and say you're out of support and there is potentially seller exhaustion that exists now, right now. You gonna buy it? Give me an impulse candle. Let's see some strength. Trend's terrible though. Trend's awful. You are in a nasty bear trend and it's undeniable. You just made your lowest low of the entire bear trend. Those are just not charts you really want to own, man. Like, who cares if you miss the absolute bottom? You're not looking, as a swing trader, you're not looking for the lowest low, the absolute bottom. Because you can't sleep well at night, because you want to have consecutive higher highs, higher lows. You want to see the composite operator accumulating for a long time, like OIS, or you want to see reaccumulation like OXY. You know, if you're talking about composite operator stuff, it's certainly. Do you think is the composite operator? Does he have an ongoing accumulation campaign on hot right now? Sweet mother of God, no. Occidental, it could certainly be argued that we have ourselves reaccumulation occurring. This is like by the book, perfect. You got it all, man. Not to mention, last time I checked, it makes money and has a dividend, and it's a massive holding of Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway. I mean, those are some lot better reasons than Hotcoin. Please tell me what Hot has it going for it at all, like anything. Person who Nick, please tell me. Do they even have a celebrity endorsement? At least Crow had Matt Damon. At least EOS had the antagonist from the Mighty Ducks. Hot doesn't even have that. But Hot's the future, bro. Yeah, man. Team have good hearts. Blah, blah, blah. All right, DNX, the poor man's DMX. Dynex, the US dollar teller. The anonymous wanted it. Oh, God. Well, I mean, It was a nice run. It's been a nice run. No lower lows been put in yet. So, I mean, probably a demand line there. Don't think we would call it be, oh, someone would be like head and shoulders. It may be, but that's probably the line in the sand. There's not much data, so it's like you put in your first lower high.
Can you look at CMC, Commercial Metals Company, possible double top?
Scabble Gabble, thank you, dude. Yeah, we'll look at CMC. Sure. Gotta wonder what this will manifest into, right? So there was another one too. You look at the 4 hour, you can really see it. Where it's like, you look, I mean, here's your high, then here's your attempted rally. Less market participants than before, so the buyers relented. There's not enough. All right, why am I in this? I'm out, and they sell. And then, unfortunately, you've got this situation where you just look left, and one high, the second high, confirms even more distribution than before. And now you're below the 200 moving average. And again, being below on the 4 hour, because we just don't have much data on the daily, you're formally bearishly back testing the old July of 2023 peak as resistance now. You're reconfirming the validity. And it's another lower high than previous highs. So that's just not good price action at all. And you're not at an 886, so there's no shark shark identification. It's not there yet. I think you're on the other side of the fence, that being the blow off top right there. Still uptrending, but uptrending where you're ranking higher lows, but no more higher highs. So it's more like more neutral than anything. Yeah, when something looks like this, a lot of times it's over. It was a good run, and now the campaign is concluded from whoever was acquiring this. They're no longer, they're offloading. Every rally is getting faded, and just recently another one. So I don't really like that price action. Okay, CMC for Scabble Gabble right now. Commercial metals. Wow, what a trend, man. My God. Freaking crazy, huh? Let's go to daily. I think I've been here. No data. No memory displays. Let's see how, let's go back. We gotta go to the weekly. Let's go to the weekly. Wow. So we go back. We can look at like these old peaks, like, you know, this is back from 2007, 2008. That's it. You know, like I do love the wow, look at this inverse head and shoulders that happened right around it, and then like you get a couple candles getting back above the old all-time high. That was beautiful. Now you're sitting and you're staring at maybe RSI bearish divergence on the weekly. Are you requesting it because you want to go long or short? God, the trend's so good, man. And there's no MACD bearish divergence. God. All right, if you look at it like that, it's like a W shape completing, right? See, the issue is like, you know, something so powerful like this, you gotta wonder how much performance will we get if it double topped here? Because there's not even really bearish divergence. Maybe the slightly bearish divergence here. I think you'd be looking for a higher low somewhere. Maybe a back test of 46.56. It's a good chart, man. Look at that supply line. Wow, that's a nice little channel you got. So you see down here, that's oversold. $48 to $46. So you get a horizontal line back test or a demand line back test. Those would be like strategic entries for a long. But yeah, I think here it's really high risk for a long. You can't strategize an entry. And the trend is so bullish. Like if you're shorting it, I mean, what happened? It's just like everything's bullish about it. You can't really. And there's not even exhaustion truly there. Okay, you're talking about shorting it. yeah, I mean, you can take a shot, but that means your stop loss better be above 58, and you better almost expect that your short, it will not perform very well, right? Because the sell-off will be most likely what will happen, because the trend is higher highs, higher lows for a long time. Okay, if it did sell off, another higher low is going to get put in at some point. So in this, it's almost like you're looking for pivot points and reversal points to go long, to DCA, dollar cost average looking A, you know, versus let's go short on an asset that number go up, you know. Damn, man, extend this out. That is a pretty gorgeous channel. Look at that. God. Very nice channel. Yeah, I would look for a long at supports versus trying to short this thing. But dude, yeah, I'm sure it could. This is where, I mean, like the buyers tried once and they failed. Now twice they failed. So you'd think they would relent. Normally they will. But then they will come back in after some reasonable pullbacks to go long again, right? Oh, 420 watching, all right.
Is that a joint? Is that a joint? Is that a joint?
Thank you for the joints, chat. Thank you. Yeah, dude. So I'm just saying, like, speaking of uptrends that will not stop, they're ungodly, they're stupid, they're powerful, they're unreal. Right here, Exxon Mobil. You go back to 2014. I'm just not going to stop talking about this one. It should have been it. It was over, dude. It was Exxon Mobil type 2 return of the perfect bearish butterfly. It did reverse. But then all that happened was the sellers tried from May until August to break a support for the second time. They already failed once, but then they failed twice. And the trend is your friend. So after that second failure and the Adam and Eve double bottom developing, that's when the sellers say, no, like I am done. I'm going long again until we break 101.50. Then we'll talk about everything reversing, but only higher lows, only formal bullish back test of key levels from history that were all-time highs. I mean, don't try to. You trying to pick the top? It's tough, man. You thought this was a top. Short-term top was put in, and then massive underperformance of your bearish pattern in your bullish trend. Exactly. So this is the one right here, man. Still close enough to where someone could get in and have some reasonable stops set up anywhere below 104, 101. Let it ride to where it eventually could see 143, the top of this effing channel that's been so well respected the whole way up. Top side and bottom side. It's great, man. EOS Beanie Baby. EOS is more like a McDonald's Happy Meal Beanie Baby, like a miniature Beanie Baby at this point. It's that bad. Yeah, EOS Mini Beanie Baby McDonald's Happy Meal. All right, look, we've been live over an hour and don't really feel that great today. Kind of just recovering. And yeah, I just want to say, you know, my Independence Day 5 years ago to this date was the first video I ever produced on this channel. And a lot's changed since then in this world we live in. And I think for a lot of people that are members of this community, things have gotten so much better for your own personal lives, though the world around us is collapsing. Society, morals, ethics are just deteriorating at a rapid pace, and that's all designed. So all I can do is tell you that I think I'm going to do all I can. I mean, I love this, despite the hype or not. Trading is a lonely game. So you want to find people that are like-minded, that also love trading and love TA.
Damn,
and
5 years.
What we
Thanks
created.
for providing value. Hope you get to 5 more years and we can be looking back at this market.
Nature Boy Woo, thank you for the 10 super chat and the very kind words. Your first super chat ever. Thank you, dude, for that. Yeah, no, 5 more years and Bitcoin's over $100,000. That'll be nice, won't it? All roads lead to that, you would think, based on finite supply, QE that is inevitable, right? Money printing is going to have to happen. Our system is reliant on money printer go burr. Without the money printer going burr, no liquidity. You're experiencing a very, very faint version of what no liquidity is like in the markets, what we're dealing with now. But remember, I mean, March was the last infusion of our drug money printer, right? So it was just crazy, man. Just craziest thing ever, where it's like it took Jerome Powell an entire year, 52 weeks, to take $1 trillion off the balance sheet. And then in March, when all the regional banks were imploding, collapsing, crashing, he, in a 2-week period, put over $500 billion back on the balance sheet. That right there is the most insane thing. I can't even comprehend it. I don't think other people even get it, how wild that is. And I don't think people understand the detriment. Maybe they do. They're witnessing it now. The detriment to the U.S. dollar purchasing power when these type of things happen. And everything's laggard. There's all this 2-year lagging on money printing and stuff. So wait, give it 2 years. Give it 2 years, man. And now it's like, in order to even get accepted for a mortgage now, like a 30-year fixed mortgage in the U.S., apparently you have to have a $104,000 a year salary. So it's like, who can even get approved to buy a home now? Again, I think this is all designed. Fiscal irresponsibility and hyper consolidation of hedge funds like BlackRock, Vanguard, Berkshire Hathaway, right? You will own nothing and you will be happy. You will eat the bugs. Bill Gates coming out with his, fake meat. Anyway, I don't know, dude. This is weird times. Really, really weird times. Oh, no worries, TM, man. No worries, dude. It's always appreciated. Like if not, but like you just watching the stream is you supporting me in this channel, in this community, okay, in the TA itself, the heart and soul of traditional technical analysis that we honor here. So y'all be good. I'm gonna get some dinner. About that time, man. Thanks again for everything. To 5 more years. Till next time. Respect. T. A.